Hi guys, what's going on? And welcome back to Rise of the Republic. I think this is episode 12 I'm going to go with. Getting the higher numbers, I can't remember now. And yeah, I just thought we would start this episode with our overview map to see what the situation is and where we are with everything. So if you remember, I kind of left you a bit of a cliffhanger at the last episode where we were just about to defeat the remains of Taurus. The sort of epic war struggle that I've been locked in with for almost 10 episodes or something. And they're down to one city, and our armies are on the march to go and finally crush them once and for all, which is fantastic, finally, thank God. And then we can start to think about doing other things, i.e. Croton. We're obviously still at war with the Romans. We had a bit of a mishap over here in Cesium, where I went out raiding and they sort of double backed and crossed me and stole some of my my city, but we got it back, so it's not really a problem. And yeah, that's kind of the situation we are now in. This is upgrading to a tier 3 settlement, so it will give us a little bit more in terms of defensive capability, hopefully slightly better units can defend with. We are recruiting a bit more with our army over in Teat, largely because our per turn income now is getting significantly better, so it's not going to be quite such a problem for us, hopefully, to be able to win and fight sort of on multiple fronts, and actually be able to fund these wars to some degree. So yes, that's hopefully the plan there. So, I think at the end of the last time we had used that, there's going to be a bit of disorder in some of these places. I could move up this army here, if I can click on it. But they're certainly fairly well damaged and bruised from fighting. This army I think is in much better health, which they generally are. It's whether Hydros is going to be able to put up enough of a defence. Probably be fairly close, to be honest. Yeah. Then obviously up here we've got my main guy, old Medix Tuticus, our really experienced guy with our super duper experienced army. Although thinking about it, maybe it's time I need to start thinking about getting some of these stuff a little bit upgraded, because we're still largely dominated by, we've still got native hillsmen and stuff. I mean, these guys just need to go while I'm thinking about it. I know it's such a good quality unit, but there's no other way of upgrading it. It's not possible to retrain it or anything, so let's just get rid of it. And then we can retrain. Oh dear, we've not got a lot we can... Oh. Well, this was an error, wasn't it? I should have checked this before. Well, these look at least like an improvement over the hill tribes. I hadn't considered, of course, that I've got no real military buildings or upgrades in any of these settlements. Okay, that was silly. Still, not the most auspicious start to an episode. So I think that's everything we can really do. I've got a bit of money. Let's see if there's anything we could upgrade, which actually there is. There we go, a little bit of money spent there. I don't think it's going to give us enough money to really upgrade a lot else. Well, then again, public order light here pretty good. Or we can upgrade our Shrine of Keres. More food, more wealth from agriculture. Or pit mine. We'll do that. Next turn! So, let's see what the Romans are going to be doing. And Syracuse moving down. I'm still scared of Syracuse. They're going to be my next main target after Croton. But I think Croton is going to be a really quick war, to be honest. I think we should be able to deploy 3 armies against their 3 cities and flatten them straight away. My hope, anyway. Now, our allies moving around. They're a bit useless, my allies, but they are kind of good occasionally when the enemy sends in like their little mini micro armies to go wandering around, and the allies do tend to deal with them quite well. So of course we had some recruitment going on, which is good. Our dignity has gained a rank. Carthage now likes us slightly more, but I think that means they just hate us slightly less in reality. So we don't get tier 2 ranks yet, so let's just keep going with that, to be honest. Trait gained, population surplus. Oh, down here. I don't know what we're going to be building. A well for sanitation or something to manufacture something. No, we'll build a well. Why not? Okay, so let's keep dealing with this. Have they all set sail? The companion of Heracles seems to have done. In which case, is it? Oh no. None will escape. Okay, there's still quite a few of them. Largely because they've got all these sort of pretty heavily armoured guys here. They've got generals and stuff kicking around, and the full contingent in their army. If I move down here with this guy, we're going to risk rebellion in this province. But it probably is worth it, to be honest, isn't it? Well, it certainly is. I know it is. So let's just do it. And maybe we can crush this in the one turn. If it's going to give us enough forces on hand. -9. It'll hold out for quite a while. Now that's looking a little bit better. Just crush them. Oh, I've waited for this day so long. Oh, look at them all die! Yes! And Hydros is ours. Finally, and that, as far as I'm aware, is their last city. Yep, they've all gone onto the little sort of decaying attrition modifier. They're all dying. Victory at last, basically. They should now just wither away. They may send some guys to try and be difficult, but I'm not too worried. Oh no, you can convert to something useful. You can be knocked down. And you're going to have to be knocked down because I'm not that high tier yet in my research. And you're going to go back to Mandaria in the next turn. Hopefully we won't have a rebellion. Let's have a look what we've got in terms of getting buildings upgraded. Obviously we'll start to get some of our favourite groves of Caries going up because that will improve all the public order situations and give us a bit more food, which is always nice. Our per turn income is still looking really quite good. Just got to look at this on the map. Oh, it's so nice, so nice. We may be able to deploy a... Oh, I'm too many edicts already. Okay, well we can't do that. After this, once we've got this province sort of firmly under Samnite control in terms of public order and everything, then we'll move probably all 3 of these armies out and towards Croton, which I believe have 3 cities exactly. And really, we'll just put a unit per city and just flatten them. Really, that's the plan. We've got a bit of money to spend. What can we upgrade? That seems the most logical thing to upgrade. Probably. Yeah, let's do that. Probably all my money gone now. Probably got like here 14 here. We can certainly afford a bit of a pit mine. And that is definitely all my money gone. There's probably going to be some upgrades there. Severus, Oppius, Panzer. Who are you? Probably one of these guys down here. Severus, Oppius, Panzer. Cool, found you. But what faction do you serve? I think you're my faction then, aren't you? By the looks of the colour. So we want you to be good and gravitas and everything. No, I don't want cost for religious buildings. That gravitas return. Because I think you're part of my senatorial class. Which is exactly what we want. Yeah, because we've got these guys. So that's Medics Tudicus, which is our guy. My heir, Gaius Pontius. Ah, here's the general garrison Teats. We're dead at age 1. We've got a politician and a little child. Okay. Oh, he was just fine. So that's all that down there. Pretty much spent all our money. I think we're pretty good this turn, to be honest. I'd like to get another army up here at some point to start to press the Romans a little bit more. Maybe once this settlement is probably upgraded, we can start to pressure them. Yeah, probably. And once this army is upgraded, I'm certainly going to march on Alba. Alba Funkens. Thinking of which, maybe I can recruit another unit. How's my money? No, I can't really, can I? Okay, cool. Next turn! Oh, I'm still pleased the war with Tarsus is over. They may make one final stand where they try and send their fleet against us at some point, but I'm not really worried about that. I don't think they'll be able to overwhelm any coastal defences, particularly as they're slowly ebbing away the longer they take. I really must set my boat off coming back down as well. All their dignitaries don't really know what to do.
You should be honoured that I make such an offer in the name of a noble people.
No, doesn't really make any difference to me. You can do if you want. I'll crush you at some point. Riot at the capital. The riot starts to the capital expected to be instigated by one of the other political parties. queues in public. Crush the riot. Queues in private. This is kind of a risky because this is going to affect the loyalty probably. Let's go for that. We'll see. See what happens. No, it's just some of their people being annoying. Our spy gained an increase in rank. And a migrating tribe has arrived somewhere. But nothing to do with us. And we're in autumn, so we're all laggy. Yay! Right. Confusing. Where am I? Let's get this army back up here. We're at positive public order at least, so we should be able to get all this sorted fairly soon. We've got a good amount of money to spend, which now obviously we're going to have to be doing. We've got a little port, so let's set that back as the fisherman's hut. What are we going to build here? Probably some enclosed land. The food situation is probably not too bad actually. Let's just get all the amount of money already. Let's start to get those places upgraded. Yeah, those guys are dying off nicely. I just want to get up here to get our boat, you see, which I keep forgetting about every turn. I'm going to just set him a long voyage down here, so we just do it automatically then. Wow, really doesn't like that. Much lag. No, doesn't want to let me deploy. Oh, there we go. That's as far as it'll let me go. Set his orders to. Well, that'll do for me. What else have we got? I don't think there's a lot else to do this turn. We spent most of our money. Get this guy recruiting a bit more. If we can. Which he can. A few more Lucian warriors. And then a couple of units of cavalry. Probably a couple of Italian skirmishers as well. Getting into quite a large army now. Pretty much all there is to do this turn. We've got our spy to upgrade, haven't we? Oh, the lad is like something chronic in these months. Thief. Hey, what can you do? Does that mean you can try and rob them? No. Can you try and rob a person? Let's go over this way.
Swift and silent as a shadow.
Army sabotage. Sabotage of supplies. Makes their movement range down. That's not really worth it, is it? Okay. We'll leave it for the next turn. I just want to get out of this autumn campaign map. Oh, looks like the Romans just crushed some of our allies by the looks of it, I think. I think that was an allied settlement that just got absolutely flattened by a large Roman army. Harsh. Turns are ticking on. It's going to take probably quite a while for the Tarsians to actually die, because they're just slowly taking attrition, but there'll probably be like 10 turns before the attrition actually racks up enough. Ally attacked. Yeah, I'll enter the one side of the ally. Not a major threat for us, I don't think. Let's have a look. Increase in rank, I didn't. Ooh, the accused party is now somewhat worse terms with you, but has not lost any influence. 5 loyalty for 5 turns. That's not so good, is it? I don't want to end up getting caught in some sort of civil war. Purge them. Try and get this guy killed, to be honest. It will also be a tempting thing we could do, because we do control him still, don't we? Okay. What was I doing? Yeah, we went to war with someone. Who did we go to war with? Oh, those guys there. That's not really a massive problem for us, is it? I'm not too worried about that. Let's look down here. I want to see how this province is doing in terms of stability and happiness. We've still got a fair way to go by the looks of it. It's mostly just to turn provincial instability. You move over to there. Can you make it to there in a turn? You can. Slowly just moving away from these southern settlements. Although it's probably a bit risky because there's no garrison currently at Hydros. Maybe that was a bit silly actually, because these guys could now conceivably come back. That'd be an unfortunate error, wouldn't it? Well, we'll see. We'll take the risk. We'll take the risk. We'll be fine. I think. I hope. It can move back in a turn, I suppose, if it needs to. Okay. So, what have we got over here? Has our settlement here upgraded yet? No, not quite. So one more turn before they're ready to go to war. And these guys are getting pretty close to being ready for war. We'll get some more of our Lucian warriors recruited. And then probably next turn they'll probably unleash, to be honest, against Alba Falcons. Although there is a full third legion there, so it could be a bit of a tough fight maybe. But still, our Lucian warriors are pretty good. That army's still got a bit of work to go yet. Well, I've not actually got that much money to spend. No, thought we were going to have more than that. Got a dignitary to upgrade. Then 10th from local entertainment. We get some tier 2 stuff now. I'm trying to see if any of these things do anything useful. Can bribe a commander. 5% upkeep. None of these seem to really improve just general provincial management, which is kind of what I'm mostly interested in. 1% unit morale. No, oops. And what was that? Chant. No, none of these stuff really do a lot, do they? If I've any gold stolen. Oops. God, this stupid window. Upkeep cost for parent. Nah, no, it's gonna upgrade it. Sod it. Right. Well, it's really all we can do, really, while we're just waiting for these provinces to sort of get themselves sorted out. Our boats are slowly working back down. Everyone's happy around here. So let's go straight into the next turn. Our boats slowly making their way down the coast in the middle of winter. Okay, an enemy army on the doorstep of our allies. Probably go and engage that army in the field, to be honest. The Romans generally seem to have pretty poor units. Seems to be large amounts of just peasants and unarmoured masses, to be honest. So I don't really know what is going to be a problem for us. Hopefully it's not. No, that's the other enemy. Precarious situation. Been defiled by a drunk son of a nobleman. Tax the populace, or blame someone else. Oh, it will be a just people. Tactical training you have to cool. Nice, good ability. 30%, 10% armor value for all infantry units, and melee defense. God, that's so much. I'll do that definitely. Seems like a worthwhile upgrade in terms of our military strategy. A new faction, some units got recruited, household, and a motivated populace. Wow, we built a lot. Jeez. Let's come down here, see what our building situation is actually like. The public order must be starting to improve, which it is slowly. More public order for food, yes. Just more public order, flat out. You can have some sheep or horse pens, or some horse pens. Those guys can't move sufficiently in one turn, so it's not a problem yet for Hydros. And then in 2 more turns it'll start to get its garrison. Is what we wanted. So yeah, I think we're looking okay down there now. Taking me a bit longer to get out of there than I thought it was going to, I must admit. I'm still a little bit scared of these guys. They've got some heavy units down here. A lot of slingers and stuff. Elia would fall so quickly if they decided to invade. So, season to threat. No. Oh, this army I'm going to deploy, aren't I? Into my allied territory. Yeah. And then we'll probably end up getting engaged by those Romans in the next turn, or at least drive them back, if that turns out to be the case. Hopefully they're not too heavily armoured. What the hell face mask has he got on? Okay, random. Next turn. I've not got going again as quickly as I thought I was going to. I thought, oh, bold move. I thought following sort of the defeat of Tyrus, that was just going to really be the tipping point of this campaign, and we're just going to go on to sort of crush everything else then from then on. But it doesn't really yet seem to have been the case quite as much as I had expected. Is that the enemy army there? No, I don't think so. No, it's not. That's the enemy army. Okay, military disruption. Locals rejoice, public order in all places. Good. That bloody time something positive happened.
At your command.
So I'm not sure what happened with that. Oh, I think they stole one of my units. So none of them are enemy, are they? This guy is.
To victory!
The problem is he's going to probably just circumvent me and go right down in front of my path now and take teats. Hopefully he can't. Hopefully he's not got enough movement speed. Unheavy populace in Calabria, obviously. Not surprising. We'll just keep this place getting upgraded, but soon I hope we can start to extract our army. These guys are slowly dying. One more turn and we're going to get our garrison in Hydros, which is fine. All these... Wow, we can get dangerously close, can't we? But still not close enough. Not in a turn, anyway. So we're all okay down there. We're all okay around here. I wanted to engage these guys. I really thought we were going to be able to, but it doesn't look like we are. We could upgrade this to a really big warrior place. I don't really need or want to yet currently. We could maybe deploy our elite army now. What do these guys have? Italian cavalry. What can we do against them, if anything? Just movement speed. It's no use at all, is it really?
How can I be of assistance?
What should we call it? Oh. Cool, I'll steal some enemy food. What to do? Might go for them with our elite army. Because these guys need to get blooded again. They've not done a lot recently. Go for it. To war! Auto-resolve or fight. What have they got? I'm probably better off auto-resolving. Oh, they've actually got proper starting now as well. Nice. Shit. There goes their arm. Nice. What are we going to do? So, oh, it's one of these bloody wine settlements. Means I can never upgrade it past level 2 because I've not got the research. Oh. I'm hoping this place has got enough of a garrison, you see, now to look after itself. With the 3 Lucian warriors. Send. Oh, obviously I'm deployed stealing food, so that's not going to really work for me. Next time I'm going to move down here though and then look at what I can do against Frigali. See if there's an army there. Hopefully there's not. We're really starting to threaten, push the Romans back a little bit now, really, in many ways. Which is good. I think that's it for that turn. Next turn. And obviously our elite army is getting more you know, experience, and more importantly, the leader of our faction is getting more influence as well, which is what I want, really. Oh, phew, I thought that was Hydros about to be assaulted with no garrison. You are more than welcome to attack me. They can still hire mercenaries, that's kind of annoying. They obviously had a large pool of money. Please just die. Good. One less people to deal with. Ally attacked. Are they Etruscan League? Oh, I'm not going to war with the Etruscan League. Sorry. I don't want to do that at this moment in time. You are just going to have to die. I would have attacked them eventually anyway. I don't really like them that much. More want to defeat that Roman army that's loitering around their province.
We do not give gifts lightly, and never to common.
No skin off me if those people want to give me some money for peace. I didn't even want war with them in the first place. Does mean we've lost a trade agreement, I suppose, which is bad. And the enemy army landed, and the enemy army died. Or dignitaries ranked up. Back into autumn again already. I hate autumn so much. Yeah, trade tariffs and things all sounds good. Let's come down here. Record of the provinces is starting to get pretty decent now. How big are those guys compared to how big the garrison is now at Hydros? Oh, it's a full garrison suddenly has appeared at Hydros. Okay, cool. Oh, that's fine then. This is annoying, not worried at all. Well, I think we'll start to ship out the armies then, to be honest. Get you around to Heraclea. You can go up to Tarsus. I leave this one here just in range of Hydros, just in case. Just on the off chance it goes all bad, but I don't think it will. So financially we've got a good chunk of money. Let's see what we can spend it on to get upgraded. There's really a benefit of having anything more there. Same settlement. We can upgrade our Shrine of Kirby's in our cabinet. It's always nice. Maybe we should think about upgrading in our capital proving grounds. Not recruitment of the Samnite Armoured Spearmen, which obviously I don't normally recruit because I just normally recruiting my Lucian warriors. That's certainly an option. Barcelona is a bit of an excessive. We'll look around this side as well. Some of these could be upgraded. The public order in these provinces is actually really quite good. Upgrade some of them. And a bronze forge, because we'll get all the food from the fisheries. Okay, that was worth my idea. Let's just get out of this, for God's sake, an autumn campaign map. Please fix it, so Creative Assembly. Jesus. Please remove the leaves. Oh, they're going to attack my boats. I want to have a little bit of a naval. I don't really care for this navy. It means nothing to me. So whether it sinks or not, I don't really care. It was only because I wanted to sort of have a bit of an explore what was around. So I'll happily take a bit of a shunting fight, see what happens. Maybe our slingers can do us proud, like the enemy slingers always seem to do. But mine never can. The enemy slingers always seem to absolutely voraciously destroy everything, and then as soon as my slingers come along, they seem to do nothing. But let's have a go and see anyway. Okay. We'll put our slingers in line. So we've got our Samnite Silver Infantry, and then some Samnite Light Infantry in really poor health. Just go straight at this guy, at least for the start.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
You guys are the main target. This should be the slingers. Should be in range now. Are you guys slinging? You gonna sling? Fine. Our people are just so bloody useless.
One of our ships is being boarded.
So what have we got? Light melee attack. Come on, just kill them, you useless slingers. Come on. Sit. Sling. Go! And it did nothing. I don't understand how their people are always so good at these things. And my people are always so bad. We killed one. Oh, but they've killed more. Come on, keep flowing slings like the enemies do when I fight them. And yet when they fight me, they all go to swords. I don't understand, it's complete CPU bias. Whenever I fight slingers on boats, they absolutely slaughter me.
This is a shameful display.
I think our silver Samnite infantrymen are losing as well. against their heavy cavalry. And all their light melee infantry are going to turn up now as well.
One of our ships is being
I think this is
boarded.
going to take a rapid turn for the worse. Okay, let's just go into fast forward. We'll rout before too long, I think.
Our general has fallen.
And there we go. Well, that didn't go quite so well, did it? Bloody boats. Hate them. Okay, well, let's go back into the campaign map. My little boats. Sinky, sink, sink. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. Someone died. Hopefully no one too important. Goes to show the Romans have got a lot of legions that aren't in very good strength though. The Etruscan Legion moving down. Obviously, I'm glad I didn't go to war with them. They're quite large because when we explored up the coast, we saw a lot of their cities and stuff. I don't really want to be getting into another fight with a huge power like that. Come on, autumn month, please end. Yay, winter. Oh, he's a follower of Jupiter, yes! And a daughter comes of age, that's nice. At least that's someone died who isn't too important. Well, things are starting to go a little bit worse in terms of our influence by the looks of it then. What happens if their leader dies? What happens if Appius Arius actually died? Where is he? Which army does he lead? Maybe I should just get him killed. We know that's my son up there. Surely that would end the fall of his Jupiter faction, maybe? Okay, province is looking good. Move. These guys keep going further around. Trespassing, but I'm about to go to war with you, so it doesn't really matter. You can come out of Tarsus. This will cause -2. Still not too bad though, because it's just going to tick down per turn and it'll eventually get itself sorted. And they're going to be upgraded, which will give a bit more public order, and we've got our Shrine of Ceres on the way in a couple of turns as well. Everyone's just moving around. I'll move these guys into Consentia. These guys will move in here, and then the final one will wait on the outside and attack 3 in the next turn, once I finally go to war. And then there's Croton as the capital to flatten as well. But it's even classed as a minor settlement. Consentia was the main thing in the area. A mineral spring. Cool. We've got a bit of money to spend on buildings and stuff. What have we got that I want to upgrade? Not all that much, to be honest. Yeah, start to get some of these things upgraded. We've not got a lot of food in that province, so I've got to be a bit careful with that. Clouds. Can't see anything going on.
At your service.
I'll then move down there. Go into steel food mode. 6th Legion is based there in Antium. So everything's getting repaired there, so that's all looking good. We're out of money, so yeah. The Roman army's moved off though, so maybe I should.
Besiege it. We cannot pass here.
How tough would this fight be? Probably pretty tough, wouldn't it? Should we just see? We can always pull back.
None will escape.
Next turn. They might sally forth, and then that might give us a reasonable chance of them to kill them. They are going to sally forth. Should we fight it on the map or not? Is the next question. Yeah, what's the time? Let's have one good battle. It may be a defeat, but this is really not an important battle. I don't, if I capture this place, great. If I don't, then I'll fall back. So I'm not too worried about these. Although we've got to be careful with our general because I think this is my leader's son, so don't want him to get killed. Actually, it would be good if he could win, actually, because it'll give him some more influence. It might slightly improve our situation. I think I'm going to have to get that guy from the Follower of Jupiter killed though in battle, because I don't want a revolt unnecessarily. I've never really dealt with civil wars, that's why I half don't know what I'm doing. So we've got some cavalry on the flanks. Cool. I'm quite happy with this arrangement. There, they've got to attack me. What have they got in terms of skirmishing? Well, these are just all their bloody levies, which are really annoying. Mercenary Latin warriors, light infantry, light spears, light spears, light spears, light spears, some heavy cavalry, some light cannon. Enemy reinforcement wise, what have they got? Have they got anything threatening? Rorite. Oh, I saw something. Okay, so it's heavy spear infantry in terms of the Principes. And heavy melee infantry. Okay, we're gonna have a bit of a tougher time, maybe. Let's keep these guys going forwards then, hopefully. And then we can start the skirmishing fight. As soon as they come into range. Because these levies are going to be a pain in the arse to kill, I just know they are. Probably just go for the central one once they come in. Just want to try and get as much weight of fire on them as possible. For them to get into range. All on that one. Don't go too far forwards. Don't go too far forwards. Because you're going to have a hard time against these. Come on, shoot then. Struth. Pull back. Oh, this is going to hurt. Retreat! Run away! Get back behind the lines. The Lucian warriors will just have to weather the volley fire of the enemy javelins. But our range on our guys here should be enough. Oh wow. Okay, pause. Send some infantry there. Right, you guys. Turn and kill off those levies. And then it's just going to be a pitched infantry fight really along the front line, which should be fine. Try not to lose these cavalry engagements on the wings, which is why I've sent the infantry in, you see, as support. And then I want to kill off these enemy missile infantry as quickly as possible. I should feel like that these infantry fights shouldn't really be a problem for us. I mean, our Lucian warriors are solid, quality medium infantry.
Is under attack.
Our generals on these wingers are Samnites, but they're light cavalry, won't stand a chance. Shatter them. Oh, next. Keep up the fire. Let's get this unit flanking round on the wings. And then get into the back of them. Good job.
We await your command.
Get the general back in line. And we form the cavalry.
The men are wavering.
Who's wavering? No one should be wavering unless it's cavalry. In which case I don't really mind. Actually, no, shoot you. Yeah, those medium Volshu warriors should be having a hard time. Too stuck in. These guys should all be okay. So they look like they're livelier. These cavalry are annoying. Fuck off. Because they're just so quick, they just like keep refusing to take the fight. Is that enemy cavalry behind?
Flee the field of battle. This
surprising, really.
Display.
Keep the fire up on the enemy levies. These infantry will catch up with you eventually. Attack those medium spearmen. Okay, our infantry have finally engaged this enemy cavalry, and our friendly cavalry have turned up as well, so in support. I feel like this fight's going generally well. You guys need to hold the centre of the line. You're critical here to this sort of situation. Our guys on the flanks are winning quite well. Medium Volscian swordsmen. I'm surprised I'm broken already. Get into those Principes, those heavy enemy spearmen. Start to be taking down some of these levies, enemy levies. Some of those guys got stuck into the fight. They obviously ran out of ammunition. Reform you guys up actually over here. Start to get some of these Lucian warriors to make sure this gap doesn't break. We're really starting to roll the flanks now, which is what I'm trying to do. Some of these heavy enemy cavalry, let's get those guys stuck in there. And we should slowly be starting to wear down these enemy levies, which we are doing now. We're starting to get there now. I feel confident we're going to win this. Those guys should rout and shatter, which they do. Focus on the next group of levies, just slowly working them down. Keep rolling both the flanks and crushing the enemy into sort of one central blob seems to be the unintended plan which is developed. Because it's starting to get a bit of a heavy fight actually in the centre more than I perhaps had intended.
Our men flee the field
It looks like our central units are sort of collapsing. Got a few of these heavy Principes, which is proving to be a bit of a pain for us. Keep up our pressure on those enemy units there. Bring our cavalry round because we might be able to start to get into some of these guys a bit more now. We're keeping pressure on these Principes down here. Our Ishmael has done very well so far. Really pleased with them. You get stuck into their levies.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful.
Fighting these heavy spearmen is a little bit tough because they're in like a formation. Having a bit of a hard time with it, but we are slowly getting around on some of the flanks. It shouldn't be too much of a problem for us. Let's focus your attention on some of these light people in front of you now. Our cavalry is doing a fine job of killing these enemy levies.
Battle is turning in our favour.
There we go. We'll charge these heavy enemy spearmen. Just cut a few of them down, and there we go. They're routed and defeat. Victory for us, defeat for them. Nice, actually went really well. Not too many losses, lots of losses for them. I think that was better than if I auto-resolved, to be honest. Some of those Lucian warriors did a fantastic job. Look at that guy, got nearly 300 kills. So yeah, really pleased with that. Even our slingers did quite a good job of slowly working down the enemy levies when they're focusing them down with 4-on-1. Then they did quite a good job of killing them without too much trouble. And that should really be the city now. That is a lot more than a Pyrrhic victory, I can assure you. That's good, because next turn we'll just auto-resolve and capture that city. And that's another addition to our empire. And it's a provincial capital as well, which makes it a lot easier
may
to
be the cradle
defend.
of civilization, but never let it be said we will not fight when we must.
Oh, the
And we must
Etruscan League has
now.
declared war on me. Okay, I didn't really expect that. I'm not sure what that's going to mean, really. I think they're quite a big and powerful faction. I mean, they all kind of face the wrong part of Italy. They're all further north, unless they're going to start sending armies via transports and stuff. Interesting, interesting. As former militarized, this threatens your space. Okay. Have a quick look at the map. It basically means to the north, everyone is now at war with me. Look at that. God. It threatens this settlement a lot more as well because those guys down there. What have we got? Have we got any friendly generals? Are they all followers of Jupiter? Ah, Samnites. Lilian Legion or some silver infantry. Have some silver infantry, please. And the garrison units. It's getting expensive having all these wars ongoing, but really there's no choice because if that attacks, then they're going to need that as a garrison. Let's complete the siege here. At least we capture this provincial capital. It's good for us. Stab it right out of the chest. Nice. And our guy gains a little bit in rank. Hopefully that's also improved our political situation. It has reduced the risk. And then we just need to get this guy killed and then we'll be looking really good, I think. Because I don't know if they have other people available to themselves or not. He's now general as well. So these guys are all kind of like the frontline people. We're going to probably need to spend a bit of money to get some of these converted to proper cities. We probably will keep that as a military garrison actually. Yeah, we can have that as a public order thing. Okay, well that's interesting. I think it's an interesting end to the turn. Certainly we're all a bit all over the place. We've enveloped our allies completely now. I'll leave them for now. I don't need to flatten them immediately. our Tarsus should slowly be dying. It should only be a matter of time before they slowly go down. Hopefully they'll just assault somewhere and then they'll get themselves killed doing that. And if they attack there, they'll never survive. So maybe that will be the best thing that they did. Yeah, all the settlements are now in order. I'll move these armies out in the next turn. Should we move these guys now, actually? I'll move these guys out from Consentia down to the border here. They're going to threaten there down in Terrania. These guys can hop through the Croton territory, like that. And you guys can come, oops, to Heraclea. And then the next turn you can go normal and attack there. These guys can go down and attack Croton, and these guys can attack Terrania. And that should flatten Croton in one nice, simple, easy turn. Then we've just got to deal with Syracuse, which may be another whole problem. But I think that'll do for this episode. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please subscribe to the channel for lots more Total War content, and I shall see you all on the next episode.